Every Canadian citizen who is 18 years of age or older and has lived in BC for the past 6 months has the right to vote in provincial elections, and that right is protected by the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. We all have an equal say in choosing our government. However, this was not always the case. The number of people allowed to vote has dramatically changed over time. In the first election, held in 1871, only white men who owned or leased property could vote. This meant that less than 4,000 people actually voted. Restrictions were put in place against women, First Nations people, and people of various ethnic and religious minorities for many years. Overcoming all of these discriminatory policies wasn't easy. It took decades of people campaigning for equality for change to be made. Universal suffrage is the right of all adult citizens to vote in elections. Let's take a look at how we got here. After the results of a referendum in 1917, BC became the 4th province in Canada to give women the right to vote. The next year, the first woman, Mary Ellen Smith, also ran as a candidate, and she was elected as a member of the Legislative Assembly. Even though BC women now had the right to vote, this didn't mean all women. Both women and men of certain ethnic groups, including First Nations people, were still excluded. Before this, during various time periods, thousands of Canadians identified as Chinese, South Asian, Japanese, Doukhobor, Mennonite, and Hutterite were denied the right to vote and were not allowed to hold public office positions. And First Nations people registered under the Indian Act were not allowed to vote in provincial elections until 1949. Along with these groups, other individuals and groups also gained voting rights. There was a time when adequate knowledge of the English or French language was a prerequisite to voting, a time when people in prison were not allowed to vote, and even a time when school teachers were not allowed to vote. The right to vote is something that people and groups have fought for. Democratic rights allow citizens to play a part in choosing their government, and this is something to celebrate.